welcome back to today's video. So happy to have you here today. For those of you who are watching for the first time, I am Ellie Brown from Uptown with Ellie Brown, and I'm excited to have you here. Today we're going to kind of be talking about boots, how to buy, how to look for the right ones, things to avoid, things to look at that will really make and help you build your wardrobe and help you buy pieces that make sense and that are closet staples for your closet, and that will really help you with the cost per wear so you don't have to keep buying boots every year. I'll be sharing some of my tips and tricks and some things to look for when you are buying, just some things that you may want to take into consideration when you're purchasing and buying your boots. So let's get into today's video, shall we? And you know what to do. Grab a cup of coffee and that was a doorbell. All right, let's just get to today's video, shall we? The amount of times that I have recorded videos with the external mic turned off to only have to re-record all over again has been more times than I can possibly count. So, am I still recording? I am still recording. I need some coffee. Okay, so let's get into the boots. So you have your knee-high boots, you have your over-the-knee boots, which is in quote-unquote chuggy right now, but honestly, I paid a whole lot of money for my Stuart Weitzman boots, and I am going to wear them until I can't wear them anymore. But you have your mid-calf boots, kind of like your Western boots, and then you have your ankle boots. So before you go and buy something, take a good look at inventory at your closet. What do you wear all the time? What do you gravitate towards? And then go from there. Sometimes trying a new style and trying to implement the new style is going to be a lot harder than looking at what you already have in your wardrobe. What do you wear more of? And kind of take a look at it, take that into consideration when buying really anything in your closet. If I were to choose and get and to say which boot that I would really recommend, or which type of style boot that I think would be more of a staple that I think anybody can wear, is your ankle boots and then your knee-high boots. Your Western boots tend to be mid-calf range. I got both of these last year, black ones, and then these tan colored ones, and I'm gonna say I have not worn these cream ones as much as I have the black ones. So it's been harder for me to wear this and style this like I originally thought compared to my black ones. Like, I wear my black ones a whole lot more than I do with my cream ones. And that goes into my next tip. So when you're going to buy boots, I would either stick to black or brown, because I think those are the two colors that you'll get the most wear that can be paired with anything in the fall and winter, when is typically when we wear boots, right? Okay, so your knee-high boots. I have quite a bit over here. These are like my knee-high boots. So again, black and brown. These boots over here, all of them actually are 3-4 years old. These are Sam Edelman, and these are just a classic black knee-high boot, a classic shape. And this goes into my next tip when you're buying your boots. One, avoid a heel that's too trendy. You can either go for your block heel like this, that's a little bit thicker, or you can go for, if I can reach it, something like that as well. It would be something that I would look for. So for example, a lot of the new Sam Edelman boots have this almost like 70s vibe, 80s vibe kind of heel. I would avoid that. Something like that, I think, as small of a detail as it is, it will make and can make your boot feel outdated. Something else that I would recommend when you're looking for boots is to try to keep the toe box of the boot a little bit more pointed, not as round like this one. I will say I don't wear this one as much as I do some of my pointier boots, and with the toe boxes that are a little bit more pointier, I wear these a lot more than the round one, just because I feel like this is a little bit more classic. Or as the styles evolve and change, this is more of a classic that just can stand the test of time, so to speak, right? The other thing is also that I want to point out, try to make sure that this fits properly on your leg. It doesn't necessarily have to be fitted and tight. I just wouldn't don't let this be too baggy and like 3 times the size of your actual leg. But typically, I would aim to not have more than maybe about 3 fingers width of extra space on the very top, or else it just looks a little bit dated. The other tip also for any kind of boots, and even slouchy boots you'll see more of, when you're shopping for boots, try to keep the very top of the boot straight flat. You know how some of the more outdated boots, like the top it's slanted? I would just keep it flat. That's more of a classic look also, unless you're going for a Western boot that obviously has that curve. That's obviously the exception, but I would tend to try to keep all the boots very straight and flat on top. It's just a little bit more classic. You have your over the knee boots. I wouldn't say that this is a staple. I found these actually years ago. A friend of mine actually found it at Nordstrom Rack for $47. Can you believe it? And they're like regularly $800. But Stuart Weitzman actually they have the outlet sale several times a year. So that's just a little tip there. So again, try to stick to your basic colors, your black or your brown. I think even a fun croc print like this, again, this is years and years old, but this is just, I love the color of this one. Very, very fall appropriate, winter appropriate. And when you're storing your boots in your closet, this little boot shape shifter, whatever you want to call this, is great to have in your boots, just to keep them, store them in here and keep the shape of the boot, you know, so your boot stays nice and in good shape and you're not ruining and kind of bending and flopping and making sure that the leather creases. So that's also a great thing to have for your boots. Those are more on the, you know, knee-high boots. Now let's move on to the ankle booties. I've got a lot of ankle booties, but I do not have the typical ankle booties as you think I would. I do not gravitate towards the, you know, like the side ankle, slit ankle booties. My ankle boots tend to be boots like my ankle sock booties that I absolutely love. Love these from Steve Madden. I love a combat boot. So a lot of my boots are, again, straight across, just more of a classic look. You've got my Chelsea boots that are flat across. These cap toe booties, again, straight across. More combat boots, straight across. These are another Stuart Weitzman, straight across. Like, do you see where I'm going here? These two are probably the only two that I have that are not straight across. And guess what? These are two that I do not wear as much as you think I do. My gosh, these are probably like 8 or 9 years old, I bet. I mean, they're a cute pair of boot. Again, I don't love this right here. A lot of my boots are actually a little bit higher above, not right at the ankle, and just straight across. But for me, in my closet and the way I like to dress, they're a little bit more easier, a little bit more edgy, and a little bit more modern, so to speak. So those are some tips, some tricks, and some things I look at when I'm buying and when I'm choosing what type of boots is right for my closet. I hope that helps a little bit, and some things just to kind of keep in mind when you are looking to buy and to build your closet and your wardrobe. I think it's easy to get caught up in the trends and what's trending and you know, what is chuggy or not chuggy, whatever, you know, the new lingo is. Forget about all that and throw that out the window. Remember to dress and to take a look at and evaluate your closet, what you currently have and what makes sense for you and whatever stage of life you're in. You know, maybe if you've got newborns, super high heels may not be, you know, something that you want to do, or whatever it is, right? So those are just some tips and some tricks when it comes to buying your boots. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna list some of my very favorites down below and kind of some recommendations in type of knee-high boots and ankle booties that I would recommend. I hope you enjoy shopping. Let me know what you think down below. Have any questions, comment down below. We'll be more than happy to answer. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Hit that little like button and the little bell for so you can get notified for the next video when that goes live. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I will see you here again real soon. Bye!